So have you ever heard of Primerica before? No? Well, the reason why you haven't heard of us is probably because we don't advertise, but Primerica is the largest independent financial services marketing company in North America. We were started in 1977 by a teacher and a football coach, and we're listed on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol PRI, and we're named one of America's 50 most trustworthy companies by Forbes in 2020, and Investors Business Daily says we're MarketWatch's most trusted financial companies in 2022. We have a huge home office back in Georgia with 2,000 employees who work there to support us. There's basically 4 ways you can make money. You can be an employee, you can be self-employed, you can be a business owner, or you can be an investor. So the first thing we want to know is which 2 most apply to you. So there's 5 reasons people get involved with our company. Either they don't like their current job, or they love what they do but earning money would be good, or they're looking for a career change, or they want financial education to learn how to win the money game, or they love helping people and making a difference, or they just dream of having their own business. Can you see where most people would be interested in at least one of these areas? See, our mission is to just help families earn more income and become properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent. What we do is we teach people how money works so they can make informed decisions about how to control their finances, and by providing a complimentary financial needs analysis that gives people a snapshot of their situation. We offer a variety of products and services designed to help people achieve their financial goals. We're a one-stop financial supermarket, kind of like the Costco of financial services. See? We have our own life insurance company. We do Answer Financial for auto and home. We look at 20 companies in Oregon. Vivint for home security. Identity theft defense and Legal Shield for getting a will in place and protecting your identity. And all these companies are investment companies. We help people with mutual funds, managed accounts, and we can help companies set up retirement accounts for their employees. Now, today's financial challenges are real. The average American has $90,000 in consumer debt, including credit cards, and half of Americans had no life insurance coverage in 2020. Have you ever heard of the financial independence number? Your financial independence number is the amount of money that you're going to need to accumulate so that someday you can live off that money for the rest of your life and never have to go back to work. So if you wanted to retire in 30 years with $30,000 a year, that means 30 years from now, after 3% inflation, $73,000 spends like $30,000 does today, which would make your financial independence number $1,080,000. So to get there, you got to invest $585 a month for 30 years at 9%. How important is it to know your financial independence number? On to the rule of 72. If you divide your interest rate into 72, you're going to find the approximate number of years it takes for your money to double. So at 3%, if you started with $10,000, it would take 24 years to double to 20, and another 24 years later, 48 years after the initial investment, you would have $40,000. But look what happens at 6%. The money doubles every 12 years to 20, 40, 80, and 160,000. Now, if you went to a bank and you got 3%, what would the bank do with your $10,000? They would invest it in car loans, home loans, and credit cards, and they would make about 12%. 12 into 72 is only 6. So the money doubles every 6 years, and it doubles to $2.5 million. How do you win a game if you don't know the rules? Do banks or insurance companies, do they have any incentive to teach you this? And who would benefit from learning this rule? Shouldn't we have learned this in school? Without introducing us to family and friends, how would they even learn the Rule of 72? When it comes to life insurance, there's 2 different kinds: cash value and term. In cash value insurance, it has a lot of names: whole life, universal life, variable life insurance. Basically, John and Mary have $100,000 of coverage, and they're paying $225 a month for this coverage. Some of the money is going to pay for their coverage, and some of the money is going to pay for their cash value account. Now, the cash value account kind of works like this. He puts his money in there, but for the first 3 or 4 years, there's nothing to take out. because they have to pay commissions for the product. Then, if there ever is any money in there, there's only two ways he can get it out. Either cancel his policy and take whatever's in there, or he can borrow the money out of his policy and pay an interest rate to the company to borrow his money out. 9 times out of 10, when a client dies, the company keeps their savings and they pay out their death benefit. So they pay for both, but they only get to keep one. After we did a plan with our clients, which, by the way, does a full analysis of their snapshot of their situation, including a budget, their financial house, what their financial position is, how they're going to get to retirement, where to save in the 3 account system, how to get out of debt, how long it's going to take, and most importantly, what their needs are for their life insurance. We come to realize that for the same $225, we could get them 2.5 times the coverage, $250,000, and for $80 a month. And so we save the $145 in their savings here, and if it makes 9% in their investments, they're going to have plenty of money for when they retire. And if they need the money along the way, they can keep both. They don't have to borrow their money. See, in the early years, you may need a lot of coverage because you have children, debt, a mortgage to pay off. The loss of income would be devastating. But in the early years, you may not have a whole lot of money. But in the later years, you better have money, and you're at retirement, your kids are grown, you have lower debt, your mortgage is paid, you need retirement income. But in the later years, do you need that coverage? It all depends on how much assets you have. What life insurance company do you know of that teaches people how to eliminate their need for life insurance? So, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, based on everything I've shown you so far, we want to help our clients build a good financial house, which starts with the foundation at the bottom, making sure they have the right coverage, and then helping them with their budget, emergency fund, and will along the way with retirement and other goals and dreams. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how would you rate your desire to become properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent? If it's a 10, at this point, it's a good idea to start working on the input sheet and taking some information so that we can make your own personal complementary financial plan for you and your family. Thank you so much. Have a great day.